While the whole world called them gypsy, and they would like to be called Roma. This is what they prefer. This is what they say, that it doesn't make them feel segregated from other people. They feel very proud of this name.
The historically nomadic Romani people have their roots in India and migrated to Slavic Europe approximately 1,500 years ago. They are the largest ethnic minority in Europe. With regulation limiting their mobility, the groups were often marginalized in the greater society. Roma still retain semblances of their Indian roots with amalgam of beliefs meshing Buddhism, Hinduism, and Orthodox Christianity.
My name is Tatiana Scutelnic, and I was born and grew up in the town Soroca. That is a town on the north of Moldova. Moldova is one of the former Soviet Union republics. My first approach to the Roma community as a photographer already, or maybe as a photojournalist, was in 2006, though. It was my first traveling back to Moldova after 2 years of living in the USA. I looked at my hometown with a fresh eye and was inspired by the connection to this place. Roma Hill was stunning, and the idea to walk on the hill and see these houses closer, maybe get inside and meet with the people who live in these houses. And this idea came up pretty natural to me. And this is how it started. Every summer, I come to see my relatives in the beautiful town Soroca, my mother, sister, and many, many friends. And every summer I was getting into Roma's community deeper. I was printing out pictures from the last summer session with them. And first of all, when I was arriving next year, I was looking for the people on the images to give them the results back. And it was my way of making connections. Built on a bank of the river Dniester, the town of Soroca in Moldova is known informally as the former Soviet Union Roma capital. And that's why Soroca has drawn international media attention, because of these massive, half-finished houses. These houses were built and designed by Roma's family. They often replicate famous buildings from around the world, from the United States capital and Istanbul, Sofia, or Moscow Bolshoi Theater. In the late 1980s, when non-state-owned cooperatives were allowed to open during Glasnost and Perestroika, often they were sparking neighborhood competition. Who would create something more extraordinary? And the ideas were pretty ambitious. Success in the business field gave them source to make their imagination come true. Most homeowners drew up the designs themselves for the houses. Before employing workers to build and artists to make the statues, because they have lots of statues. I didn't hear any good explanation of the reason why they use one building model over another. And one legend that I remember has that the Bolshoi theater, this house with the horses on the roof, became an inspiration from the Adorn's Russian 100 Rebels. To a large extent, these massive homes mirror the glossy TV shows, such as Dallas. But I would like to add that it's definitely mixed with the Indian cinema, such as Bollywood. So Hollywood and Bollywood. Everything suddenly was spun by the post-Soviet transition. Lots of people immigrated. The one time when Romas comes back to town to celebrate Easter, the celebration of Easter, it's one more of the ways how to express the creativity, how to express their willingness to show how how beautiful they can cook, how beautiful they can prepare the table, how beautiful they can decorate the grave. Baron Arthur Mircea Mihai Cerari. He is the town's traditional Roma leader from 1998. His dad were Baron, and I remember in 1998 it was Mircea. His name is Mircea, and I remember he died, and I remember the conversation in my house that the Baron has died, the new Baron going to be Arthur, and he has his son also Arthur, and we believe that he will be the next one. I will not be surprised if they will call me once and say, we are going to America, please meet us and be our, I don't know, translator.